Welcome to the Nexus International University Academic Series. Today, we study the institutions that power every economy on Earth, banks and financial institutions. By the end of this lesson, you will understand what banks really do, how money flows through a nation, and why this system is the beating heart of modern prosperity. Let us begin with a simple thought. Imagine a world with no banks at all. Where would you keep your savings? How would a young entrepreneur find money to start a business? How would a farmer survive between one harvest and the next? Without banks, money would sit idle and scattered, helping no one. The genius of the financial system is that it connects those who have money to spare with those who need it, and in doing so, it powers the entire economy. So let us define our subject. A bank is a financial institution that accepts deposits, provides loans, and offers a range of financial services. But behind that simple definition lies a remarkable role. The core function of a bank is something called intermediation. The bank stands in the middle. It gathers savings from those who have surplus money, and channels those funds to those who need to borrow. It is the great connector of the economy. Let us make this concrete. You deposit your savings in a bank, where they are safe and may earn interest. The bank then lends a large part of that money to a business, which uses it to grow, to hire, and to produce. Your idle savings become someone's opportunity. This reveals the two sides of banking. On one side, deposits, money the bank owes to its customers. On the other, loans, money owed to the bank. The art of banking lies in balancing the two wisely. And here we meet a foundational idea. Banks earn much of their income from the difference between two interest rates. They pay a lower rate to savers, and charge a higher rate to borrowers. That gap, known as the spread, is a core source of a bank's profit. Now, not all banks are the same. To understand the system, we must learn the main types of financial institutions. Let us walk through them. First, and most familiar, the commercial bank. This is the bank of everyday life, serving individuals and businesses with deposits, loans, payments and cards. It is where most of us bank. Second, the central bank. This is the most powerful institution of all, and entirely different in purpose. It does not serve ordinary customers. It serves the nation. The central bank is the bank of the government and the bank of the banks. It issues the nation's currency, sets key interest rates, and works to keep prices stable and the financial system safe. In Uganda, this role is held by the Bank of Uganda. Third, there are other vital institutions. Microfinance institutions, which bring financial services to those traditional banks often miss. Development banks, which fund long-term projects. Insurance companies, which manage risk. And investment institutions, which channel money into markets. Together, these form the financial system, a network that moves money, manages risk, and fuels growth across the whole economy. Now let us turn to one of the most important ideas in all of banking, the management of risk. Because banking, at its heart, is the business of managing risk wisely. The first great risk is credit risk, the danger that a borrower fails to repay a loan. This is why banks assess borrowers so carefully before lending. Lend recklessly, and a bank can collapse. The second is liquidity risk, the danger that a bank cannot meet withdrawals when customers want their money. A bank must always keep enough cash on hand, even while lending the rest out. And this leads to the single most precious asset a bank possesses, trust. A bank holds the public's money. If people lose faith and rush to withdraw all at once, what we call a bank run, even a healthy bank can fail. Confidence is the foundation of the entire system. This is precisely why banks are so heavily regulated. Governments and central banks set strict rules to keep banks safe, sound and honest, protecting depositors and the wider economy from harm. Now let us look to the future, because banking is being transformed before our eyes. Technology is rewriting everything. We have entered the age of digital finance. Mobile banking puts a branch in every pocket. Online payments move money in seconds. And here in Africa, mobile money has achieved something extraordinary, bringing financial services to millions who never had a bank account in their lives. This is the power of financial inclusion, ensuring that everyone, rich or poor, urban or rural, can access the financial tools they need to build a better life. And across Africa, this revolution is being led from the front. Which brings us to why this matters so deeply for our continent. A strong, trusted, inclusive financial system is one of the most powerful engines of development a nation can have. It turns savings into investment, ideas into businesses, and ambition into growth. And this is why skilled professionals are in such high demand. Banker, credit analyst, risk manager, financial regulator, fintech innovator. These are respected, stable and rewarding careers, needed in every economy on Earth. So as we close, hold on to the essentials. Banks connect savers to borrowers. The central bank guides the whole system. Banking is the careful management of risk. Trust is its foundation. And technology is opening finance to all. Money is the lifeblood of an economy. And banks are the heart that keeps it flowing. To understand them is to understand how the modern world truly works. At Nexus International University, Uganda, you can master this knowledge. Study banking and financial institutions through our hybrid learning and teaching model, online and on campus, built for the way you live and learn. Learn from anywhere, connect when it matters, and move forward without putting your ambitions on hold. Whatever your starting point, there is a pathway built for you. Enroll in a micro-credential to build job-ready skills fast. A bachelor's for your complete foundation. A postgraduate diploma to deepen your expertise. Or a master's to reach the highest level. One program to suit every stage of your journey. Expand your horizons at Nexus International University, Uganda. Enroll now. Visit www.niu.ag.ug today, and take the first step towards the future you deserve. Nexus International University. Boundless by design. Learn, explore, excel.